Hello, I am Ashly Antony of Naipunya Business School, Korati. Today I am going to take on the topic writing a report. So, before going to writing a report or presenting a report, we should know what is a report. So, a report is a specific form of writing that is very well organized around very concisely and identifying and examining the issues or events that have happened before. When we are writing a report, that event or the specific situation should have been happened before. Then only we can conclude or we can do the findings and present as a report or write a report to our higher officials or other members to whom we need to submit the report. So before going to writing a report, there are certain things we should need to follow while writing a report. So these are the main objectives while we are writing a report. The first one is clearly define your purpose. Second is identify your audience. Third is organize your information logically. Use clear and concise language. Use visual to illustrate your points. Proofread your report carefully. The first one is clearly define your purpose. Before writing a report, we should need to know what is the purpose for which we are writing. So first of all, we need to understand the purpose and understand the audience whom we are writing the report. So first of all, we need to define the purpose of our report and identify the target audience. This will help us to tailor our content and the tone accordingly. When we clearly identify our audience, we can write our report in the formal way as well as an informal way. If it is to the higher officials in a business or a company, we need to make our report very well structured and very well formal. So first we need to know to whom we are writing and what is the purpose for which we are writing. And after that, the step is organize our information logically. It means that we should logically outline what all are we are going to write. So we need to conduct our research before writing our report. We should gather relevant information and data to support our report. So many sources we can use. If we were present during that event for which we are making a report, we know what all had happened in that incident or what has happened that time, so we can clearly mention that. Or we can use reference for some topics. We can use books, academic journals, reputable websites, or some interviews with the experts in the field. By like that, we can gather relevant informations or data to support our report. And the next step is use clear and concise language. While writing the report, we should grab the attentions of the readers. That is, we should have a compelling introduction that grabs the reader's attention and which provides an overview of our report's content. There should be a beautiful introduction, and in the main body, we should present our findings, arguments, supporting evidence in a well structured manner. It should have an order like introduction, body. In body, we should have findings, arguments, evidence is what we have, like that. And while writing these things, we should have a very clear and concise language, and we should maintain a consistent writing style also. We should not change the font size like in one paragraph we should use one font size, second paragraph other font size, nothing like that we should do in a report. Especially in a formal report, we should not do like that. We should follow a structured and consistent method. And the next, when we are writing, we should consider the format and style for which we are writing. We should use appropriate formatting and style guidelines like headings, subheadings, paragraphs. If we need to give bullet points, we need to give bullet points also for the readability. And if possible, try to include visuals. That is the fifth point. Use visual to illustrate our points in the report. When we are including visuals, it is another beauty to our report. It should have also some structures. Visuals, like some reports we can use graphs, charts, or some tables to represent the data efficiently, or the informations we can segregate and we can put in a tabular column like that, or we can use visuals in our report also. So that is one other important thing. And the last one is proofread and edit. This is one of the most important thing while we should do before giving a report or before making it happen. because in proofread and edit we should revise our report for many things such as grammar, spelling, punctuation errors, because we are humans, so we can make so much of mistakes. So before sending it to the higher officials, our report, we should make clear. So we need to do a proofread, and after proofreading, if there are mistakes, we should edit it also. Mainly we have grammatical errors or spelling errors or punctuation errors, and also check the flow of our idea and ensure that the content is coherent and well organized and very concise also. And try to avoid unnecessary jargon also. We can make mistakes because if we have mismatched something of the part, like in introduction, after body language and conclusion, like that we can mismatch. Like sometimes we can write conclusion and after that we can may have a body. So we should avoid these mistakes by doing a proofread and edit. So this is what all are the things we need to do while writing a report. And this is some of the brief things what I have mentioned in writing a report. I have already explained these things. First is the understand the purpose and the audience, that is define our purpose, identify the target. And next one is the conduct research. We should have relevant informations by like journals, website, etc. And the next is outline our report. Logical outline should be there, like introduction, main section, paragraphing and everything. Then write the report with everything: introduction, main body, findings, arguments, evidence, and it should be in a concise language also. Next is proofread and edit. And after that, while presenting a report, we need to do this last 4 points. I am taking in the next slide. So then the last step is presenting our report. After writing a report, it is our duty to present the report also. So there are mainly 5 points we need to remember while presenting a report. This first one is start with a strong introduction. While we are presenting a report, we will be having an audience. So we need to get the attention of this audience. How we will be getting this attention of this audience? While we are having a very compelling, strong introduction, which we can get the attention of the audience. While achieving the attention of the audience by the first itself, that by the introduction itself, if we are achieving the attention of the readers, it is very good. So throughout the report, they will be concentrating what we are telling. They will be listening to our viewpoints and everything during the report. And the next is use clear and concise language. While we are presenting, we should use very concise language. And while we are while we are presenting the report, we should not intentionally or not intentionally, unintentionally we can hurt others, because we will be sometimes crossing with the viewpoints of others' perspectives. So it can may happen. So we should be very confident, and we should think that we are not, while presenting our viewpoints, we are not crossing anyone's viewpoint also. So our language and everything should be very clear and concise. And the third one is use visuals to illustrate your points. Earlier I told, while presenting the videos, we can use slides and something. We can make a very visually appealing one. So this can also, we can collect the attention of the audience. And very important thing other than that is practice your presentation beforehand. Practice your presentation means we should be familiarized with our report content. So, and while we are presenting, we should be confident with our content also. So it is very important to familiarize ourselves with the report's content, and we should rehearse our presentation too. Like not only one time, too much time, multiple times we should present our self report and practice it very, like delivery timing and everything. Because sometimes if you are presenting a report, if it is 1 hour only we have the time, sometimes we may take too much time. So at the end of the day, we can't fully present the presentation also because of the time issues. So we should practice our presentation for perfect timing and delivery also. And the next one is the last one, answer questions from your audience. That is the last Q&A session. When we are doing our presentation, we should engage our audience also while we are presenting our report. And after that, give them some time. After presenting our report, give or allot some time for our audience, so they can ask questions. regarding to our report, and we should be able to give clear and concise answers to their questions also. So that is the Q&A session. After that, we should make a conclusion, that is, we should conclude our report by a strong note, or reiterating the key takeaways we have mentioned in the report. Some key points or main points we should summarize after that. So this is the things we should follow while presenting our report. So these are the things we should consider while writing and presenting a report. And these all about my topic. Thank you for listening to me very patiently. Thank you so much.